So you look at it. We gotta look at it like we there, man. Look at it. We reading it, but look at it like we there. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. It says, and the Philistine cursed David by his gods.
Probably Dagon. Not to mention the other deities that they believe in. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear, a shield.
Listen to David. You see, he's getting that Goliath because he's like, man, you in your flesh, you got carnal power, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yep. It says, I read this again. It says, then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear,
right,
and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts.
In the name of the Lord, Yahweh of hosts.
Woo!
Yahweh of armies, man. So the battle was already over with because David had the name. And he believed in the name. That the name Yahweh, which we know at this time we have a mediator, his son Yahweh Shai, but us having that access is pure power. Pure power, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
I got a quick precept.
All right.
This is the book of
The book of Psalms, chapter 44 and verse 4. Thou art my king, O Yahweh. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Bahashim Rakah Quadash, Call Imla, Allahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the elect elders of Israel that rule well. Strong salutation to you brothers out there that labor in sound doctrine and sincerity. Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatim to the hopeful elect. And peace, blessings, and salutation to the house of David, man, the elect. I'm going to read this again. This is Psalm chapter 44, verse 4. Thou art my king, O Yahweh, Bashma Shai. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us. And Yahweh Shema Shai, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever. Salah. Khan, man. And as you can see, as I played in the beginning, all right, the intro, they was talking about what? They talking about the story of David and Goliath, man. And I played a little clip. They was talking about how, all right, Goliath, all right, was boasting in his pride and his carnality, right? With his weaponry, with his sword, and him being big and being a giant and all that carnality, right? But they went into how David came into what? We're gonna get it. All right, we just might as well go ahead and get it, man. 1 Samuel, Salakia, 1 Samuel 18. No, Salakia, that's 17 verse. Salakia, 17 chapter. I'm saying verse, I mean chapter. I'm kind of excited. All right, because this is beautiful, man. All right. 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 45. Then David said to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai hosts. All right, the Lord Yahweh of hosts. All right, hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. And that's beautiful, because one of the Most High Yahweh's titles is host. All right, Salaki is Lord of hosts. All right, meaning master of hosts, master of army, because the Lord is a man of war, and that's through the Spirit. That's what I named my camp. All right, the smaller, just me. All right, and a few other brothers. It's called the Israelite Cavalry. All right, through the Spirit, man, and the Lord do whatsoever He will, man, and they had me, get at the camp the name, the title, the Israelite Cavalry, because the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is a man of war, man. He's the Lord of hosts. All right, and the Calvary, Yahweh Shai, he's a Calvary, man. And Yahweh Shai, he's going to raise, he's a Savior. All right, we going to the word Calvary. It's many different meanings. One of the well-known meanings for Calvary is soldiers on horseback. All right, soldiers on horseback, and another one is last defense. Right? Let me see. All right. Calvary. All right. Calvary says in the past, soldiers who fought on horseback. All right. Another one, it says used to refer to a source of help or rescue in an emergency, especially as a last resort. All right. And how about Shema Shai? He's our first and last resort, man. The Lord said, and also the Lord said he shall raise up saviors. It's in Obadiah, man. All right. So through the Spirit, the Israelite Cavalry, the camp, my camp, that's how it came about, man. All right, and it just is full circle. It's full circle, man. It just connects through the Spirit. All right, but I'm gonna read this again from the top. This is 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 45. It says, "Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield." Right. So this is Goliath coming to David in his carnality, but David is rebuking him, man. All right, and the scriptures tell you, Romans chapter 8, verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. Verse 5, it says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." You see that? Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh Shema Shai, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh Shema Shai, neither indeed can it be. All right. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh Shema Shai. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. And that David was in the Spirit, man. It says, "If so be that the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, he is none of his, man." All right. So reading back, 1 Samuel 17:45. See, I don't want to be here all day. 10 minutes talk. Might go a little over. I'm trying to make my point. This is 1 Samuel 17:45. It said, "Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name." See, David is in the Spirit, man. "But I come to thee in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shema. I come to thee in the name of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. This day will the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shai deliver thee into my hand, and I will smite thee and take thy head from thee, and I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a power, there is a God in Israel." All right. "And all the assembly shall know that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai saveth not with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's." All right. "The battle is Yahweh's, and he will give you into our hands." Come on, man. And you know what happened. And it came to pass that when the Philistine arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hasted and ran toward the armies and meet the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag, and it says, and took thence a stone and slang it, and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. So David prevailed, got the victory, man, through the spirit, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, through the spirit and power and name of Yahweh Shema Shai, got the victory. All right, so it says, so David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him, man. But there was no sword in the hand of David. Therefore, David ran and stood upon the Philistine and took his sword and drew it out of the sheath thereof and slew him and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled. Come on, man. Come on, man. So David got the victory, man. Slew a giant, man. All through the spirit and power and name of Yahweh Shema Shai, having what? Having the faith as a grain of mustard seed, man. All right, believing in that name. All right, Sirach chapter 47. All right, and let's start verse 1. It says, after him arose up Nathan to prophesy in the time of David. All right, as is the fat taken away from the peace offering, so was David. Salakia, man. All right, so was David chosen out of the children of Israel. He played with lions, with kids, and with bears as with lambs. Slew he not a giant when he was yet but young? Come on, man. It says, and did he not take away reproach from the people when he lifted up his hand with a stone in the sling and beat down a boasting of Goliath? For he called upon the Most High Lord, and he gave him strength in his right hand to slay that mighty warrior and set up the horn of his people. Come on, man. So the people honored him with 10,000 and praised him in the blessings of the Lord, and that he came, it's like it says, and that he gave him a crown of glory. For he destroyed the enemies on every side and brought to naught the Philistines, his adversaries, and break their horn in sunder unto this day. Man, in all his works he praised the Holy One Most High with words of glory, and with his whole heart he sung songs and loved him that it made him, man. That's what it's all about, man. All right, to praise your creator, praise the creator, your creator, and love who made you. Who made you? Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, so David, he got it, man. All right, that's why he was a man after the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai's own heart. All right, he believed on the name, man. Just like he got the power. All right, like it tells you right here, John chapter 1, verse 12, it says, but as many as received him, to them he gave, but as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. All right, and David is a son of God, man. All right, David believed on the name. He said, I come to thee in the name of Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel. The power of the armies of Israel whom thou hast defied, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. But without faith, it's impossible to please him, man. Let me get that. Hebrews 11:6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh Shema Shai must believe that he is. For he that cometh to Yahweh, Yahweh means he is, he exists, he is, man. And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. All right, and David had he had a faith as a seed of let me get that mustard seed, man. That's what it's all about. Believing, man. And I'm gonna bring it back all around. All right, glorifying the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, this is Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove this hence, so like remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Come on, man. All right. Luke chapter 17, verse 5. And the apostle said unto the Lord, increase our faith. And the Lord said, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye might say unto this sycamore tree, be thou plucked up by the root, and be thou planted in the sea, and it shall obey you, man. Come on, man. Nothing shall be impossible. The Lord said, nothing shall be impossible unto you, man. All right? So, man, I'm going to go back to Psalms 44:4. Thou art my king, O Yahweh Shema Shai. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right. Which one I want? Psalms 50. That's the one I want. All right. Psalms 50, verse 14. Offer unto Yahweh Shema Shai thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. That's what it's all about. Let the king hear what we call, man. All right. We're going to call, and he going to answer. You got to have faith, man. But you got to have faith. All right. Psalms chapter 20, verse 5. We will rejoice in our salvation. In the name of our power, we will set up our banners. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai fulfill all thy petitions. Now know I that the Lord Yahweh save his anointed. He will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, our power. You see that? It says they are brought down and fallen, but we are risen and stand upright. Save Yahweh by Shema Shai. Let the king hear us when we call, man. All right. And with that, I want to give our praise to Yahweh by Shema Shai, by Shema Kakwadash. All right. It's all about believing, man. Having faith, calling on the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. Having faith in the name, just like David, man. Believing in the name, just like David. Having faith and believing in the name, just like David. So with that, again, call him you know, our praise to the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Yahweh Shema Shai, Brakatim Trophilek. And peace, blessing, salutation to the house of David, man. And elect. Salaki. And peace, blessing, salutation to the house of David, man. And elect. All right. DTA Deb to America. Baba Ball soon. Coming out. Shalom, man. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.